We're today with Tarleton head men and women's cross country coach Pat Ponder. Coach, I guess just your thoughts, initial thoughts from the Lone Star Conference Media Day announcing that the men's team preseason poll is tied for 5th and the women in 6th place. Just your initial thoughts on that.
Well, you know, obviously when you look at polls, they mean nothing other than they're great for sports writers to talk about. It's motivating factors, I think, for the team members. You know, I first thought, well, we're not good and we're not bad. We're kind of in the middle. So hopefully we have room to improve. So obviously at the end of the season, if we finish above those preseason polls, then we've done a great job or a good job. If we win the conference, which obviously those are our goals, then we've exceeded expectation. If we don't meet them, then you can kind of reflect on the season and say, okay, we've got some improvements we've got to make. But you know, overall, I'm okay with it. I think being in the middle is okay, and it'll give the team something to look at.
Okay, let's start. Let's talk a little bit. Focus mostly on the Texans.
Okay.
You had a lot of young runners last year, but you do return Lindsey Hinton, who was all-region, all-conference runner last year. Just a little bit. Talk a little bit about the Texans and what you expect from them this season.
I'm going to tell you what, Nathan. I'm really excited about our women's program because, like you said, the leadership that Lindsey brings is remarkable, and leadership by example, and I'm excited about that. You know, you also have Karen Ramey, who was a Lone Star Conference all-conference athlete as well. She's coming back, and you know, Celeste Meyer. You know, you can look at that women's roster and get excited about what you see because the depth is going to be pretty solid. And we didn't have to bring in a lot of new recruits, and that's a tribute to our women's program staying together. And I'm really excited. I don't know what we're going to do, but I can tell you that's going to be a good, hard-working group of young ladies, and I can't wait to see what we do. You know, the middle part of the season to the championship season.
Okay. Now, Coach, we'll shift gears. We'll start talking about the men's team. Obviously picked in a 5th place tie, but you were young last year. Had a lot of freshmen, including Ty Doty and Chase Rathke. So, if you could just comment on the Texans and what you expect from them this season.
Well, you know that's a big question mark. Obviously I expect them to compete and give us the best effort ever made. And obviously, we want to win the conference championships. I know that's their goal as a team. I think the realistic part of that is we're going to be okay. Whether we finish 5th, 6th, 3rd, or whatever, I don't know. I know Chase and Ty are back, and I know we've signed some really solid runners, and we've got some really young kids that I've signed from some really small schools, 1A schools, and I'm excited about them because I know they're going to be ready to run with some team members that they've never had in the past because they tell me that, and so I'm excited about that. And I think Ty and Chase and Miles, Miles Jocelyn is a returner, and he's gung ho and ready to go. So it's kind of one of those. At the end of the day, we'll just see where the chips are, and I'm excited for both groups. I think when you look at it up and down the schedule, this is a tough conference, with the teams that we have. And we're moving into the RMAC region, or they're moving into with us. And when you have those type teams, it's going to be interesting. And that's what I when the kids left for the end of the year, I told them that you better be training in the summer because if you're not training, the Adams States and the Western States and the Colorado School of Mines, those cats are going to eat you alive. And so I feel like they train and we'll be competitive. We'll find out, whenever we go to bed, what training we put in.
This has been, we're here with Coach Pat Ponder from Lone Star Conference Media Day, and the cross-country teams will get their season started at Baylor. Exact day on that, Coach?
August 31st.
August 31st, same day as volleyball. Everything's getting started. And Coach, I just want to congratulate you on Media Day and look forward to a great season.
Okay.